All right, good morning, good morning. All right, I'm getting set up. It's 9:17. All right, get this a little closer. I'm gonna go live on TikTok. Let me move this over here. Things are a little easier today because my admin's back, so. All right. I wonder if I should. Is the cross on a 1? I think it is, right? Yeah. Alright, let me set this up first. Template, load. What? Am I doing the right one? Oh yeah. Did I not save it? Is it this one? Oh, maybe it's this one. Dun 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 dun. No. I really thought I saved it. Clearly I did not. All right. Save. All right. Right? I'm like confused, making sure I'm using the correct thing. I think I am. All right. So I'm gonna. I think this one is fine. 1 minute. 3, 2. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I need to create the zones. All right. Let me go live on TikTok. Oh, this is kind of like. Look at that turn all the way down here. That was nice. All right. Back this up a little bit. I feel like it's giving kickback of color. Do I have like a filter on? That looks interesting. All right. All right, I'm going to get started in a minute, just letting people come in here. It's 9:20, so we still have a lot of time to break down these charts. Maybe because this is over here. I don't know. I feel like it's very bright today. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to break down this NASDAQ chart here in a moment. Oh, you know, I should put this up in the meantime. And when we get a few more people in the group, I'm going to go ahead and start the breakdown so we can get ready for the day. The market opens in 9 minutes. So we have a little bit of time. Thanks for the likes already, guys. Hi, good morning. Hey, Anthony. Yep, so I'm just waiting for a few more people, and I'm going to break down this chart, which is the NASDAQ 20-minute, and then we can also talk about the ES chart and some of the strategies that I have running today on the robot. So let's just give it a minute, and I will start chatting. Black coffee, gross. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Hold on, let me stretch out this chart so then it's not so crazy. All right. And I don't know why the color looks like this today. Looks like a downtrend. No, not really, but we can get into it. So this gray box, if you've joined my streams before, I go live every day between like 9:15 and then I stay live until 10:30 every day, Monday through Friday. So if you're new to the live, please give it a follow and a like, and you can join us each morning. So this gray box is my chop zone. I feel like I have a filter or something on because it looks so different on my phone today, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. So this gray box is my chop zone. Any of the dotted lines that you see are lines that change, like levels that change every day. My chop zone also changes every day. And the blue solid levels, they don't change. They just stay there every day. So the chop zone is an area that I won't take a trade in, which is why I pretty much call it a chop zone. So in this area,
order submitted.
I'm gonna have to turn that off because that is going to be so loud and annoying. So this is a 20-minute chart on the NQ. I'm gonna wait till this trade finishes and then I'm gonna have to move it off of here because I clearly have this set up. I'm testing this other setup. It's actually on this chart, but it's pulling from this chart too. So, all right. So the chop zone is this gray area. When I look for manual trades, I'm never going to trade within here, but I do like to trade either when it leaves up and out or down and below. So that is kind of my first thing that I look at when I come to my computer. The second thing I look at is where are my levels for the day. So this is my LIS, which is a proprietary level, this yellow dotted line. The green dotted line is the central pivot for the day. And then the purple dotted lines are levels that I'm looking to target, essentially, depending on which direction I go. And it's crazy because we already hit the target up here. So if you look, maybe I can move this closer and it won't look so weird. I'm not sure. The candles look so weirdly red and green. But this right here, so that one hit target, but I'm going to take this off of here so you guys don't have to see it over and over because it takes a lot. All right, so we can just focus on these candles. So this purple dotted line, like I said, is my pivot target. So this is the central pivot. When we're above the central pivot and we're above the LIS and we're above the chop zone, I'm always going to be more in a long type of trend trade. So we left the zone here at like 8:40, 8:45. My zones, this chop zone is given to all of my members, typically at 8 a.m. every day. This week it was a little later only because my admin was on vacation, so I was doing kind of everything. But once you leave this, which was 11:840, again, my target is going to always be the dotted pivot, which is 11,924. So that's almost 100 points, which is $2,000 per contract. Lauren, hey, trading trucker. Hey, what's up? Good morning. But even so, even if you say, okay, well, I have this level in between at 11,905, or I might be nervous of the whole number at 11,900, that's fine. But this was still a huge move from 40 even to 900. That's a 60-point move. It's $800 per mini. So thanks for the follows, guys. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. This is the NASDAQ on the 20-minute. I trade futures specifically. So this move has essentially already happened. I can't do anything up here. It's 9:26, so we have 4 minutes until the market opens. But I presume that the market's going to read this in a positive manner, and it will probably try to get through the pivot and move higher. But we'll see. If we pull back, I don't think we'll pull all the way back here. If we pull back to maybe like 870, I could look to take a long for this continuation. Thanks, I am Fink. So that's the plan for today. So that's why I like to get on before the market opens, just to kind of give a rundown. Now, if we were in the middle of the chop zone, we would still have the opportunity to see, okay, it might be a day that we're going to move down. It might be a day that we're going to move up. If you like the stream, please tap the screen or hit that heart. It really helps the algorithm on TikTok. But so, and I'm going to have to change this one. But yeah. And then while we're on here, I'm also going to show you my auto trading algorithm. So this one hit target twice now. It's up $100. I can show you that. Oh, I don't have it on this chart. Right, so I need to show you here. And this is just on a 1 minute chart. And this is bold cross. So it's taken 2 trades since I turned it on. This is in testing because I haven't really played with it enough. So it's 2 for 2 for $100. Nothing crazy, but that is good. What I was saying before is look at this move. Obviously, I wouldn't take it within the zone, but look at that. Also, talking about the zone, if the algorithm takes a trade in the zone, then it is what it is. I'm not going to not allow that, but that is something that happens sometimes. Oh, I want to make my zone here. Is this NQ? Yeah, I don't know why I have it labeled as ES because... Just because. So I have 2 zones. Oh, those are actually on the other chart. I was playing with a bunch of like random zones yesterday. So the zone is 11,839 down to 11,813. Nope. 11,748. I was looking at the LIS value. Alright, I'll turn that one on. But this is just a Renko. Alright, the market's about to open. So we'll see what happens. I have this live, which is the 1 minute on the bold break switch. I have this live. Nope. I have this one turned on, which is the bold cross. Oh, I think I have the 3 minute on too, right? Yeah, and I have the 3 minute on. So we'll see what we get today. Yesterday, I think the 3 minute made like, I don't know, $2,000 or something. Sometimes the 3 minute will be crazy, crazy good. And then on other days, it'll just be like, what's happening? I'm not sure. See if we get a nice double top here. On the lower time frames, it's showing. But on the higher time frames, we're still just with a single candle. If you get enough strength, we can definitely break through this 925 area. We'll have to see. Thanks for the likes. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I go live every day, Monday through Friday, from about 9:15, 9:20 to 10:30. I'll just put this here. I don't trade stocks or crypto or options. It's just futures. So the market's open. We can bounce down to a lower time frame. Just look at this. So again, this is a bold cross switch. This is the 3 minute. The 3 minutes in a trade right now. It's green like $60, 120. I can put this here so you can see it. That's the 3 minute. 250, 280. My target on this is 400. Oh, 300. All right, so the 3 minute hit target for $300. I'm going to move this down a little. So we're getting a nice push off of the open here. All right, can YouTube still see this correctly? Let me go like this. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Platform to use. This is NinjaTrader. So see how that kind of wicked up here? And that's what happens a lot at the open. You'll get an overwhelming, like, larger move, and then it typically pulls back. So you could play off the pivot now as a support. Also, I have this level, which is 11,938. This one's in an uptrend, so it's not going to take a trade soon. This one's 2 of 2 for $100, and then the 3-minute is 1 of 1 for 300. So I'm just going to type that in the group. What does futures trading mean in layman's terms? It means that you're essentially betting on the price of that index or commodity or currency for what it's going to be at the end of that future dated contract. So the contract we're in right now is September of 2022. So and that's more so for people that are like swing trading. I just day trade in and out, so the future portion doesn't really matter for me. But yeah, like this price right here is not the price right now of the NASDAQ. This is the future price, essentially, of what they think it's going to be going into September. If that makes sense. So, but I just use it like any other chart. I just read the chart. Look at this level. And I just manually trade off of it, and then I have my robots that also trade off of like different parameters on the charts. Look at that. Oh, that was nice. This is 11978. But yeah, so you have to be out of this contract by September. Sometimes I always forget if it's the end of August or if it's the end of September. No, it's the end of August, right? Or is it the end of September? That sucks, but I think NinjaTrader did it too. Yeah, they did. Well, they're the same now. They're NinjaTrader bought Trade of 8. But yeah, I don't really know why. I got the email last night, and I don't know why they're doubling margins. It doesn't seem like the market is in some type of distress, but I don't know. September. Okay. So yeah, so you have to be out of this contract no later than the end of September, or they will physically remove you. What used to happen is people would still be in a trade, and then they would be given whatever, like if you had, like there are crazy stories about oil, probably corn and cattle too. I don't freaking know. But people would literally get a delivery of like oil tanks because they didn't exit their position when the future contract was over. Thanks, TG Master. If you like the stream, please tap the screen or touch the heart. It really helps. So nothing else going on right now. See, and this is where I just take pictures all day and just like give myself a pat on the back. Like these levels are from weeks ago. Like I don't even know when I drew that level. But like I can't. Did she post that? Oh yeah, she did. It'll break it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't check stocks. I only trade futures. You're right, it broke it. It took a little bit, but... So obviously, I'm not going to take a short here, but I also can't take a long. I missed my key entry, which would be 840, but then I also missed the breakout here at 904, and then I think it even retested at the pivot or at this 940 level, and I didn't get that either. So, yeah. Just kind of hanging out. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Still fighting here. Yeah. It's pretty standard. It does this all the time. I feel like yesterday it did it where it popped up and then it just went right back down. That's why knowing where your levels are is so important, because if you think, oh, we're just going to keep running, but if you see that you have a level in that area, it can kind of settle you back down. 26-hour pump. What's that? Oh, it's a 26-hour pump. Let me rename this. I want to pull up. Oh. Has it been 26 hours? Yesterday was pretty basic. Like, I guess since here. It was only 10 a.m. yesterday. I don't know. Why, Enzo? 12005 is above us. So you mean reject? You know, this is what I'm going to start doing with people that put just random stuff in the chat. I'm going to challenge you to why. I think I explain my whys. So if you say the market, it's going down, it's going up, I'm going to ask you why you think that. So have a follow-up ready. Again, nothing I can do here manually. The algo's doing its own thing. The 3 minute took 1. This 1 minute took 2. This isn't doing anything. Oh. I wonder if that's old. Why, Ziamore? But look, that was actually spot on. Back to my level. No, that would still be wrong, Enzo. That would still be wrong. Oh, well, no, I guess that'd be right. A pullback at 12005. Yeah, just like reject. But yeah, that would probably be the better term than whatever was said before. I don't know why I feel so tired. I thought I slept okay. I guess not. I used one of those like sleeping apps sometime with my Apple Watch, and I don't know. Most times I don't sleep very well. Well, that hit target again. That was on the cross. That was on this one. So it's 3 for 3 for 150. Small targets, but it just gets in and out. I am. All right, so the 3 minutes, 1 of 1 for $300 on the robot auto trading algorithm, whatever you want to call it. This is 3 for 3. And that's just been about it. The 1 minute is 1 for 2. Thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it. This week has been wild. Like, I don't know what's been going on. Well, obviously I do know what's been going on, but look at that. This week has just been extra weird. Oops, I hope she saw that. Are we going to get back over 40? Let's see. I think yes. Like, I'm looking to take a long here. But yeah, I don't really know why margins increase. It doesn't make much sense to me. All right, so not being able to get back above that 40 yet. This is that pivot target at 23, 24. See if we can hold above that. If not, then we might drop back down to 900. If we can get back above 40, then again, we can just target this 77, honestly. All right, so just in between the pivot target, the 25, and the level that I have, which is 40. If you have questions, let me know. I am trading the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Yes, I like to trade price action and just a break of a level. Obviously, I'm only looking for a long here, so. All right, we're getting back above 40. I started a position at 39, and then I added a little bit to it. So I like the long here. I'll probably take one out at like 49. And then I'll put the other one at like 75. All right, we're moving up. See if we can hit that 49. Where you just at 47. So I'm doing this, on the side, I'm doing like this fun small account challenge. So I have a few accounts with TradeAway and I have a few accounts with NinjaTrader. TradeAway does this like cloning trade thing that I tried once with a few of my friends, but I don't know. I didn't really like it that much. But anyway, so I was testing something the other day and I'm probably going to cut this because we broke under the pivot. And now we're back above the pivot. What time is it? 9:44. Look, it's not 10 o'clock today like I have been doing the other few days. Yeah, well, you can trade on other people's accounts. Obviously, like, they have to approve it and, like, they give their information to TradeAway. But I was doing that for a little bit, like, before I created the algorithm. It's not ideal, but if that's something that somebody wanted to do in TradeAway, you could. Yeah, I'm day trading the NASDAQ. I cut this position here because I wonder if what was I getting at? Oh, so anyway, so I started doing like these random trades because I had tested something and I didn't know I was in live. I thought I was on simulation, but it was actually live. And I had like an order fill when it was like a 20-hour trade on one micro. And so this is NinjaTrader. I also use TradeAway, which looks like this. But yeah, so now I'm doing this little small account challenge that I think is fun. Sure, as long as we're going to work out with the stop loss. Yeah, Enzo. It's not happening. JP, I go live every day from about 9:15 to 9:20. So I don't ever get on at 9. Just as a heads up. Because I feel like I only need a few minutes to break down the chart. And then once I do that, then the market can open or whatever. So I do it closer to 9:30. Honestly. Oh, so the 3 minute took a loss here. Missed that. Still green on the day, but not by much. This one is still 3 of 3 on the day. I'm not in anything right now. What are you doing today? It's Happy Friday. Are you selling after the candle closes below 11,900? No. I could, but no. It could easily go back to the zone. Or I think there was like a 77 level. 61. There's definitely something in this area. Oh, you were on West Coast time. Yeah. Everything, any time that I mention is always going to be East Coast. For sure. So just kind of hanging around 11,900, like the 90s to 900. See what happens here. What level is this again? Oh, I have a level at 904. And then after that is nothing until the pivot at 25. What are the funded accounts making that are on the bot? So it depends what they're trading, but I have several people in the group that are using the funded accounts because you can trade minis instead of starting with your own small account and only having to trade micros. So once you pass the evaluation, like Lilu's evaluation can be done in 10 days. Like you don't have to do it. Like some of them require you to do it for like a month or something. And that's why I like Lilu. They don't have very many like stipulations. So we're back at that 904 level. But yeah, and then you get an 80 to 20 split. You know, people aren't just like telling me what's in their pockets, but they post usually what they make each day. So like Chris had made 1,100 between Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know what he made yesterday. But he gets an 80-20 split of that. So have you tried trading EMD? Yeah. It's more expensive, and I just didn't really care for it. Hey, Shuggy. So please tap that screen if you like the content and the stream. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. It's almost 10 o'clock here. That's 9:50. Market's getting a little wild here. We had a really nice move up. 12, I love the 12,000 area. Like, I want to get back there so bad. Thanks for the hearts. So if you squish this chart, this 11,970 was level 2. Oh, I have a 12,004. But very similar to what you were saying, Enzo. Alright, so market's breaking back down. It's now below that 90 area. I don't have anything here. Like, you could obviously have something around this 65 to 77, but I honestly don't have anything until the 840, which is the zone. It's come back to the zone the past 2 days when it's been super, super far away. So we'll see if it comes back today. Yeah, some people really like R2Y. I've tried to fuck with R2Y. It's not my jam. R2Y and YM, the liquidity just isn't as... It's just not as active for me as NQ is. Even though I know they move. Just like some days they don't move at all. And I'm like, what? And then some days they have huge moves. So I'm not doubting that. Like I had somebody join and all she's ever traded before joining was R2Y. And then I introduced her to NQ. And she was like, oh, this is great. But yeah. get that. Thanks for the likes, guys. So, not a lot going on here. Just kind of hanging out. Oh, the 3-minute made up for itself. It had another trade. And it is now 2 of 3 for $310. This one is still just 3 of 3 for $150. Excuse my yawn. I actually made tea today. Thanks, Trading Trucker. Yeah, I need to set an alarm. I think I used to when I was super, super active in the manual group, but yes, this is the NASDAQ. Well, look where I randomly have my cursor at like 60, 59. So it's 9:52. Nothing's really happening. The 3-minute on the algorithm is up $310, and the 1-minute on the algorithm is up $150. How much is the bot? Is a one-time payment? It's a monthly subscription, crypto. Didn't you email me? If you reach out, my email's in my bio, and I can send you a whole informational email. If you're a new member, then you get 50% off the first month, essentially. So this is the NASDAQ. It's not a ticker, essentially. Like, I guess it's just the NASDAQ on the futures market. Oh, yeah. I get that, David. It's my favorite. I started off with ES, and then when I found NQ, I was like, oh my gosh, this is much more my speed than ES is. Honestly. Even oil started to become slow for me. I'm like, yep, sure thing, Ivan. NAS is the only thing you need to trade any year. The robot trades on NASDAQ, yes. It's already taken 4 5 trades this morning on the NASDAQ. It took 3 here, and it took 3 here. 6 trades so far on the NASDAQ. Literally, especially even when like Donald Trump was in office, the NASDAQ was insane every single day. Like, the NASDAQ is all you ever need. And all of my students know that. I'm just like obsessed with it, honestly. How much money do you start trading with? Jason, Jason, it's between 65% and 85%, and most people start with about $2,000 in their account. So $2,000 to $5,000 is typically the starting amount for most members. All right, so a hefty pullback. See if we bounce here. I'm not really one way or the other. Oh, ads made another 665 watching my live stream. Good job. I'm the best. Thank you. That's sweet of you. How can you join? So, DJ, if you just want to email me, my email's in my bio. It's boldbotllc@gmail.com. I will send you an informational email about everything you need to do to get set up, to be able to use the algorithm. Also, the discounted link for new members. Nope, I'm not looking at Boeing. I only trade futures. This is the NASDAQ, and this is the S&P 500, but I put it on a Renko chart, so... Actually, no, this is the NASDAQ, too. I changed it. It used to be the ES. I kind of got sick of ES this week, honestly. All right, so still just 6 trades so far on the algorithm or robot, whatever you want to call it for today. Well, I can't. Somebody already posted in results. Andy has already made $2,200 today. He probably started trading at like 9:30. Great job, Andy. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. My foot's asleep. I feel like I say this every day. Does the algo break 70% on NQ? No, sometimes it depends on the strategy. So it's not just focused on the product. The algorithm is traded off of what chart you have it on. So like here I have it on a 1 minute. Here I have it on a 3 minute. Here I have it on a 20 minute. So it just depends on which chart you have it on, honestly. But so the different strategies perform differently. Oh, we just missed that. They perform differently. So some could be 70%, some could be 85%, some could be 60%. It just depends on the strategy and the time frame that you're looking at it. If that makes sense. Are we back up to 40? 33? Oh no. Is this... Oh, I thought this chart was like frozen. I don't know why. Or maybe this chart. Oh no. I just didn't move it. Alright, so the 1 minute had a loss. It's back to even on the day. The other one, so if you email me, yeah, I can do swing trades too. Algo, good for... No, I don't do options. I don't do stocks. So Jay, it just depends on how the market's behaving. Sometimes it's better to do swings. So most of the swing trades have been working out this week because the shorter time frames have been getting chopped up. But we talk about that in the group, so we all discuss that. Yeah, Michael, the admin is back, but there's something wrong with her extension, so I'm going to have to help her when I get off the live stream. And I actually haven't taken any on here either. Oh, no, well, I started taking a position over, like, at 39.40, but I took myself out. I got stopped. So there's really not much to do anyway. Michael, if you were I know you're in the group, so if you saw, the admin posted the zone levels at 8:45 this morning, and that's when this huge move happened. So that should also be an indication that you should be looking at your chart, putting the zone on your chart, and taking that manual trade out of the zone. What program do you use for audio volume ticker? I don't know what that is, and I just trade the same. I trade the NASDAQ every day in the S&P 500. Fiber, if you want to get started or if anybody has more questions, you can just email me. My email is in my bio. It's boldbotllc@gmail.com. Oh, the 3 minute just took another trade and we missed it. So, oh, look at this push, guys. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I can't take a manual trade. So the 3 minute is now 3 of 4 for $630. It's so hard for me to see around my phone. But you can see it here. So it's 3 of 4 on the day. It had one losing trade for $290. And it's green 630. And this started, I think I started this at like 9:30? 9:35? So yeah, so Fiber, I hope that answered your question. You can just email me. Oh, they. No, what, because I'm typing a lot? No. People ask me questions in the group and then I have to respond to them. Some type of secretary. Any broker is accepted? No, you have to use NinjaTrader. Well, actually, you could use other brokers, but they have to work within NinjaTrader. So, Interactive Brokers, GFF broker that uses MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, people like that. You cannot use Tradeovate. Nope. They do not sync. At least not yet. Actually, somebody did say it was going to be on the connection screen soon. So you can reach out to NinjaTrader. Again, I don't work for NinjaTrader. I'm a vendor with them. Like, I obviously use their services. What is the time frame that you're using? So I'm using multiple ones. This one is the 3 minute. This is the 20 minute. I have a 1 minute. Thanks for the follows, guys. Why don't you say trade equity? What? Trade equity? Why would I say trade equity? Because that's not... Because if you know anything about futures, you know that it's all the same. Everyone's cost is going to be exactly the same. One contract for the NASDAQ, one contract, and I talked about this the past several sessions. It costs $1,000 to take one contract. So every time you take this trade, you have to have $1,000 in your account. You're not risking $1,000, but you have to have $1,000 in your account to take this trade. Or you can trade the micro version, which is $100. It's always a tenth. It's a tenth of the cost, a tenth of the profit, a tenth of the loss. Thanks for the follows. You're one of their peoples. I don't know what that means. Enzo, what are you talking about, Willis? NinjaTrader, you forgot the other day. No, so we're green today. It's $630. The 1 minute is... I started Tradeovate trades. I'm losing money playing my money, but I make money on demo. Yeah, that seems to be pretty common because people look at golf. Answers a lot of questions. Thanks. Please promote it in the channel for other people to watch it so I don't have to answer the same questions over and over. Can't wait to get started. Awesome. Excited to have you. I think it's easier for people to trade in simulation because there's no feelings involved. And it's very normal to be emotional about your money and what might happen. I think he just said you're part of Men in Black. Oh, very cool. The YouTube is boldbot. Literally all of my social media is boldbot_. But my YouTube is just boldbot. Boldbot. Again, Fiber, if you just email me, all of my links are also in my email. This is my YouTube. Boldbot. And I have a million videos. So if you go to videos and scroll down, the What Are Futures is super, it's a year, it was from a year ago. So you're going to have to just... keep going. It has like a little starry picture. Right there. What are futures contracts? But if you search it, you're not going to find it in the search bar. You have to literally just go to my videos and scroll down. How much is the bot? So it's not cheap, Joe. It is $1,000 a month, but if you're a new member, you get it for 50% off for the first month, first 21 days. It's kind of like a paid trial. Look at this level. So today on the bot, it's green, $680, trading one contract. So one contract, again, costs $1,000. Like, you have to have that in your account to take that trade. If you go below that $1,000, which is why I don't suggest people trade minis with a small account, they will liquidate you. So... Does it make a difference for your trading bigger account? Then yeah, so if you're trading a bigger account, you can take more contracts. So instead of taking one and being up $700 today, you could take two and you would be up $1,400. But obviously, then it would double on the other side too. Obviously. One second, if there's questions, okay. Kindly share the bot performance over time. Joe, if you email me, I will. I've done this for everybody else that sent it to me. Also, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I post like monthly snippets there as well as like quarterly. So like I remember for the month of December of 2021, I think I made like $30,000 and I was trading one mini. If you want more information, just email me. My questions have a limited money, 3K. How difficult would it be to stay alive? So you would trade micros, Barn. You wouldn't trade minis. So like this $700 in profit would be $70 in profit if you took one micro. You could obviously take like two micros, then it'd be like 140. But yeah, you can't be trading minis with a small account. So if anybody wants more information, you can just email me. My email is in my bio. It's boldbotllc@gmail.com. And I can send you the informational email on the algorithm. It tells you all the things you need to get set up. And it also gives you the discounted link. I thought small would be better than micro. Yeah, I was wrong then. So no, a mini is the larger contract and a micro is the smaller contract. And again, all of that is covered in that YouTube video. If you go and watch it, it's all covered there. All right, so target's about to hit here on the 3-minute again. So it's green, $630. See, it was just at like 150. See if it can hit target here on this candle. If not, it will be done in about a minute. Yeah, sure thing, Barn. Sure thing. Exactly, which is why I've busted my ass to do this. But yes, I agree. You should be getting taught. You should learn how to read the charts. You should always be educating yourself. Hey, Meek, does the bot work with currency pairs? Yes. You have to have your data. Like, so I pay $12 a month for just CME. You would have to pay for also for forex data to trade the currency pairs. But yes, and it also works with stocks. I just don't do it that much. Because I feel like my focus is on futures, and a lot of my members don't have the capital to day trade stocks like that. So we're back above 40. I tried this long before and it didn't work out, but I like it here. So I'm long on this manual trade. My first target is 56. I got in a little late. My second target is 66. Let's see what happens. We will see. We will see. Is there anything else going on here? All right, so green 160, 220. Let's see if we move up. If we can get up to like 54, my break-even offset will come into play, and then it'll be guaranteed green trade for $200. That's one thing I like about Trade of 8 is the brackets, is they're so easy. As soon as you get in a trade, your brackets are just put on your DOM. So it's red 100 now. Kind of just hanging out in this area, close to my stop. All right, I got stopped on this long. I kind of had a shitty entry, but it seems like it's pulling back anyway. This 40 is hard. What time is it? It's after 10:03. This 40 is not easy. But, no, this is not forex. This is NinjaTrader. So the auto trading algorithm only works on NinjaTrader. And then I manually trade on Trade of 8. You see we're back to 40 here. Like, the long's going to happen. It's just being difficult at the moment. Maybe closer to 10:30 when the Eastern European markets close. I have to send this email. Sorry. I learned more on Trade of 8 than Ninja. I can figure it out. Can't figure out Ninja. Trade of 8 is much easier, but NinjaTrader is the only one I can use to auto trade for me. No, NinjaTrader does not have an app. There's no app. I don't use any trading apps because most of those are stupid. Like, I would never trade on Robinhood. I use Trade of 8. I mean, I'm saying I use TD Ameritrade, but that's just long-term buy and hold, so I don't even look at it every day. Yeah, but even that, wait, do you have the green one? If you have the green one, you're so lucky because now they took it off the App Store and you can no longer use the Trade of 8 green app at all if you didn't already have it downloaded. So don't ever remove it if that's your case. They recently bought Trade of 8, but NinjaTrader is super prehistoric, and they're not going to change anytime soon because they're stuck in their ways. Also, Trade of 8 was built really well and much more, like, user-friendly. But the Trade of 8 charts suck. So, I feel like there's pros and cons to all brokers. I heard in the new NinjaTrader update that there's going to be a connection to Trade of 8, but and it makes sense. They now own them, but I don't know when that's going to happen or how true it is. And so if you're a Trade of 8 user and you possibly want to use the algorithm, I would say reach out to NinjaTrader. Ask them. Say, hey, I saw on the NinjaTrader update that Trade of 8 is listed. Would I be able to link my Trade of 8 account and, use a strategy to trade futures? Like, that's essentially what I would be asking them. Yeah. Enzo, that would be, no joke, perfect for you. I really want to put a zone on here. 11.9. I feel like it's going to have to be like 45. Maybe even 50, because this 40 definitely isn't working. And then the bottom, 11.901. Alright, let's turn that on. But I also wanted to put one on here. Bold zone. Hold on, I'll get to your questions in 1 second. Alright, we're moving above that 40 again. I like the long. Are we closer to 10:30? Can the long survive here? I don't know. Let's see. 11.950. 11.901. So the 1 minute is in a long. The 1 minute has started to go kind of to crap. The 3 minutes still fine. Oh, we're moving up. Finally. Can we get this? So in the manual group, I alerted this long now 3 times. My target's at 53. But if we get to like 50, 52, 51, my offset will come in. Come on. One time. I used to cheer. If you were in my group in the olden days, I would like cheer on the trade. Obviously, I have no control over it, but it's fun to do. You could obviously, you could take profit at any point. So like we were just up at like 50. You could have closed the trade by just pushing exit market and close or sell. But you know, I'm trying to hold for the target, or at least my break-even offset. So we're moving back up. Here we go. We're at 50, 240, 250. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh. It was so close to target, but it did hit the break-even offset. So that's a $200 winner in the manual group. But I did already have a $400 loss, so I'm right on today. Are returns? No, Joe. That makes absolutely no sense. Because people do things that are out of my control. I don't control anyone's account. I don't have any control over your account. So this zone that I just put on here just was like, just shit the bed. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you guys again. So this one was like, nope. That one was just for fun. Yeah, I have manual alerts, and then I have the algorithm. So the manual group looks like this. Again, I alerted this. So this is what the manual group looks like. So each morning you get the LIS levels for oil, gold, and the NASDAQ ES. Then I also give you the chop zones. So those are the gray boxes on my chart for ES and NQ. And then this is what an alert looks like. So when I take an alert in Tradeovate, it immediately then comes into the group in Slack, and you're notified of the direction, the product, the entry, and then the target 1, target 2, and then the stop loss. It just depends. If you want any more information, like a Sponza, you can email me. My email's in my bio. Alright, so that 1 minute hit target. Now it's only red, $95. And then we're still green, $3.25 on the 3 minute. But you can email me, or you can reach out via Instagram. My Instagram's linked in my TikTok, and my email is in my bio. It's just boldbotllc@gmail.com. Yes. M for C? Yes, it trades on its own. So you can see I'm doing other things, and it just took that trade, and it got in and out. So that was this chart. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. I might stay on a little longer today. And the one. I don't sell the bot, I lease it. So if you want more information about that, yes, I have a Twitter. That's also boldbot_. I post all of my P&Ls there. Yes, please. Okay. And my chart breakdowns. You so nice. Yeah, so just email me. That's the easiest way to get in touch. How much money is used per trade? That's a good question, Phil. So it depends on, so this is a NASDAQ chart, which means it's the full NASDAQ. One contract costs $1,000. If you're using the micro NASDAQ chart, that costs you 1/10 of the amount. So it would be $100 per trade or per contract. You can obviously take multiple contracts. So if I was taking the NASDAQ with 5 contracts, it would be, you just multiply by that amount. So it would be $5,000 per trade. But the amount per contract is also listed on NinjaTrader's website. But yeah, most people, like half of my group trade micros and half of my group trade minis. So it really just depends on the size of your account. But my manual alerts and my algo work for both micro and mini trades. The win-loss ratio is anywhere from like 65% to 85%. It depends on the strategy. Some strategies do better than others. Sure thing, Phil. If you want more information, you can email me and I can send you an informational email about the algorithm. My email is in my bio. It's boldbotllc@gmail.com. So yeah, so the alerts are given between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. every day, the manual alerts, and the algorithm trades. It can trade essentially all day, or some of the strategies just trade for 30 minutes. Some of the strategies trade for an hour, because crypto is insane. And I would always, when I would get involved with crypto, I would use Coinbase because I felt like that was the safest broker, and I would be paying like $200 for each transaction, which was insane. This is not an app, Chow. This is the NinjaTrader desktop platform. There's no app. Everything has to be done through a laptop or a PC or a Mac or whatever. But you don't have to sit and watch it all day. You can literally just turn it on and then go about your day. If you use a VPS, you can look at it from your phone. You can link into the VPS, but yeah. Do you have a sandbox to take this for a text? I have no idea what sandbox is. I saw one of your videos and saw you played poker. You play often? Not as much as I used to. I used to play poker a lot. So this is NinjaTrader. That's the broker, Cho. This is NinjaTrader. How to change to gold graphics. You can change the colors yourself. So I'm not actually trading at the moment. My auto trading algorithm is trading. It just took another trade here and it hit profit. So this one's only red, $45 on the day. This one's green, $3.25. Can I use your LLC for tax write-off? Can I use my LLC? That doesn't even make any sense, China. You can use your own, but again, I'm not a CPA. I'm not an accountant. Please send those questions to your accountant. NinjaTrader is only available for the US. Nope, NinjaTrader is available for many countries, pretty much all countries except for a few. NinjaTrader as the broker is only available in the US. So what you would have to do is use, like they work with, I wonder if, so you can use MetaTrader 4 or 5 through GFF Broker. I have a bunch of people in Canada. I have people in Saudi Arabia. I have people in Dubai. I have people in the UK. They all just use a broker that works with NinjaTrader, but it's not the NinjaTrader broker. Yes, you can use it to trade stocks. It only works with a TD Ameritrade account. So you would have to link your TD Ameritrade account, and then you can do it. No questions. I just LOL. Good for you for being so patient. Thanks, Jared. How do people mess up accounts when trading with a bot? It's automated. Yeah, it's automated, but you have to put in settings, Joe. Settings are required. So people put in the wrong settings. People put the wrong chart. Like, it is insane, the things you will see. So let me just show you. So like this is an example. So you have to fill this out. You know what I've seen people do? I'm going to just hide these because they don't even matter. You know what I've seen people do? For position 1 contracts, they'll put the target amount in here. So if the target's 200, they put 200. And I'm like, you're taking 200 contracts in that trade? That's insane. So yes, there's a lot of user errors with new people. So that's why I tell them they should be in simulation for the first, 1 to 3 sessions. They need to go slow. They need to take their time. They need to read the settings spreadsheet, because when you join, I give you a settings spreadsheet that gives you all of these settings. But then it's up to the user to actually put them in correctly. So that's what I mean. But yes. Or just putting it on the correct chart. So when you open a chart in NinjaTrader, you pick your product. So say, okay, I want to trade the NASDAQ. Then you have to pick your chart. Some people will leave this, like say it defaults to like a 30-minute chart. People will leave it on a 30-minute chart, and then they'll be applying, oh God, ignore this. Then they'll be applying the algorithm. These are all of these NASDAQ trades. Hold on. They'll be applying the algorithm, which should be, say, on a 5-minute chart or on a 10-minute chart or on a 3-minute chart. They're applying the algorithm to this chart, which is then a 30-minute chart. So yes, there's a lot of things that new people do that make me crazy. Yeah, and they don't read the README. They don't read the settings spreadsheet slow enough. Yeah, it's a whole hot mess. So then they're getting trades on a 30-minute chart, and they're like, wait, why are my results different than everybody in the group? And I'm like, because you're on a 30-minute chart and you're supposed to be on a 5-minute chart. So clearly, the algorithm can't tell you you're on the wrong chart. The algorithm can't tell you put in the settings incorrectly, because it doesn't know what settings you want to use. So that's what I mean. So it's going to do its job. When you apply it to a chart, it's going to look for the parameters that it has to look for. And when those parameters are met, it's going to take a trade. But if all of my back testing and forward testing has been done, and that setup is supposed to be on a 15-minute chart or on a 5-minute chart, then you're going to have absolutely different results. I don't know what that is, so I can't really say yes or no. Does that make sense, Joe? Does that make sense? But yes, if you have the correct settings and you turn it on each night, you will have the same exact trades as everybody else, and there will be no issues. But if you're new and you try to get set up really quickly and you don't pay attention to stuff, then you're probably going to have an issue. And if you don't do simulation for the first few days, and that's why I tell people to do simulation for like just 1 to 3 sessions, because you will see if you have different results than others. And then you can say, oh wait, Lauren, what's wrong with my chart? Then I tell you, send me a picture of your chart, send me a picture of your settings. I look at it and I say, oh, well, this is the issue, and then we fix the issue, and then you're good. So, yeah. Why would one pick a 5-minute versus 15 versus 30? Because there's different strategies that have been found to do well on different time frames. So, just like I'm trading now, this 3-minute is green $625. The 1-minute is red $45, but the 1-minute, I think yesterday, actually the 1-minute's been doing like crap all week, but this one's actually okay. It depends, like different days, we have different strategies we run. There's a lot of different reasons. I'm telling you, for 2 years, I have tried to like figure out as much as I can. I feel like I'm getting there. This year, the market's just a little harder. Well, yes, also for scalping, very good point. Jared? Guys, look, we finally got above 40. We might be back, boys. I don't know. No, you don't change the settings daily. You choose the strategy you want to run every day. So I post what I'm running every day, and you can choose what you want to run every day. Oh, so yeah, so you're allowed to run them, obviously, in simulation and see which one you like. So you can set up a whole bunch. Like I have some people that set up, like in my settings spreadsheet, I probably have 15 different strategies. So you can set them all up if you want to and run them all. And then you can also play with your own settings. Like you can make one on a Renko chart. You can use one of the strategies on a tick chart and see if that works. $2,000, Joe. The minimum to put in your account is $2,000 to use the algorithm. But yeah, like I'm only one person, so it's really hard for me to test everything while also running things live, while also, helping all my members. But yeah, like if you came in the group and you're like, oh, I really like the basis of this strategy, I want to put it on a tick chart, then you can put it on a tick chart. Then you have to, then you have to determine the value of the ticks. It's just like there are so many different things that could do well that I probably haven't even found yet, So, if you like the stream, please tap the screen, give it a heart. It really helps me to know that I'm giving some helpful material. And I already went over my live time, so I'm probably going to wrap up here. There's still like 73 people in the stream, so if you have any other questions, let me know. If you send some of those hearts, I'll stay on a little longer. But yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up on YouTube though.